Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Starfield. So when we last left off, as you may remember, we basically discovered that we have supernatural powers, I suppose, or, yes, hello. Or I suppose technically they're like space powers. I'm basically the spaceborn, and I've got special spaceborn powers now. That special temples have given to me and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. So, yes, we've got special powers now. Some of them are more useful than others. I will definitely say that. And the other thing we did, of course, we started leveling up some new stuff. And one thing I did want to do very quickly, just before we continue on with the main storyline, because we're going to have to do that. No, it's fine, it's fine. Because, yeah, we are going to have to do that eventually. Oh, actually, no. No. I do want to do that, but I don't want to do that yet. Because at the very end of the last episode, I was talking about the mods, and how all the mods you have available to you at this point in the game suck, even though I've already put a point into weapon modding. So I'm thinking I need to, like, boost that up pretty quickly, now that I've actually got access to it. So that is something I'm going to have to do. So to that end, I want to buy a really cheap gun and just slap some mods on it. Mods that I can afford and all that stuff. Because I need to obviously, you know, use mods in order to level stuff up. Where's the... Okay, we're going down this way. Oh, actually, that does remind me. There's something else I need to do as well. Yeah, this is 0.91 grams. I was like, I think the gravity on this planet's a little lighter. Who knows? Hello, you.
Should you find yourself in need, medical welcome to our... Well, you've certainly come to...
Alright, what have you got in terms of... Not that one. Got some panaceas too. Ooh. I was tempted to just take him out of most of this stuff. Because it is very much a thing of... I wanted to have at least one of every cure thing on me for just like an emergency. But if he's got 2 immobilizers, I won't say no to a spare.
Of yourself.
So that's good. Oh, no, hang on. I wanted a gun. It wasn't just the medical stuff I was after, was it? I like how we can do that without running out of stamina.
There's something to be said for brand loyalty. I'd much rather... You're here because... Please, take a look.
Okay, so we want the cheapest weapon you've got. A combat knife. We need the cheapest weapon you've got that I can actually... Didn't I sell this to you? I think I did. Can you even mod melee weapons? I don't think you can. Well, if you can, whatever. Okay, so we've got a modified arc wielder. The point is, throw on some mods, level up the mod thing so I can get more mods, and we'll go from there. Because it is weird the steps you have to go through to be able to mod something. Because back in Fallout 4, if you wanted to mod something, you could mod... Apparently I just got 2,100 credits.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
Why did I just get 2,100 credits? Hang on. Is that like my weekly pay or something? Do I get weekly pay for being in the Vanguard? I don't know. I think that's... Oh, is that because I'm a Class 1 citizen? There's a reason I get a weekly pay, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, well. Never mind. Right.
What did you need?
Right.
From our previous interactions, Akila seems...
Excellent. Okay. Okay, the modified arc welder. Oh. Apparently you can't put a lot on this. Still counts. There we go. Craft 5 weapon mods, done. I'm also genuinely surprised at how little experience points you get for that. Like, that is very surprising. I wonder if I can do anything good with my current spacesuit. Now, I don't have the first spacesuits thing, do I? Oxygen reserve, huh? Sure, why not? We don't have any emergency kits. Ooh, actually, where do I get an emergency kit? I don't have enough hypercatalysts either. Never mind. I don't know where I'd get some of those. That would be something that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, pretty much all modding is just locked behind higher levels. I don't have a level to go, do I? No, I don't. Don't know what. Oh, well, I'm close. I can probably get another one of those soon. Okay. I'll make a point of running while I'm using this, because that'll get me up to the next level of carry capacity too. Just enough to get me from there to there. I quite like that. It's quite funny. I've got all those resources and like barely any of them are actually useful. Alright, so we can go and sell that arc wielder I was messing around. Actually, you know what? For the sake of just playing with stuff, I'm going to store that. I will never use it except for messing with mods. But I'm like, yeah, let's keep it and let's store it. Nice. What the fudge are you doing in my bedroom? Alright, that's that sorted and set up for later. You.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of family, you two related?
No. Funny story, caught this one stealing my ship. Only reason I didn't turn her in is because we have the same last name.
Dad.
All right. That's my one.
Fair enough. I did not realize there was a child here. How long has the child been here? I didn't realize there was a child here. Never mind. Don't overwhelm me with the welcome now. I might never leave.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Akila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi.
Aren't you a little young to be a space explorer? Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
I feel like I recognize this guy's voice as well. Did I mention that before? I can't remember if I've seen this guy before or not. I knew that it was in Freestar Collective space.
Sure enough. That's where we're heading. The three of us are heading to Akila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Akila City.
I think I've been there.
We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
Well, okay then. Yeah, anything I should know about the place?
Yeah, don't piss off the Freestar Rangers. As far as the collective is concerned, they're judge, jury, and executioner. They're the good guys, but that don't make them any less dangerous. Outside that, just don't be an asshole.
Alright, let's get to it.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Akila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Yes, once again, saddled with a bloody companion, because of course. Okay, so, we have to go to Akila, which is a place I've been to before. Believe it or not. That's the wrong place. If you remember, I was exploring and ended up there myself.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Alright, I've been wanting to come to Freestar Collective Space for a while because... Ooh, dusty. Because obviously they're going to have their own little quest line. And I'm curious what their version of the Colony Wars is. Because we had that wonderful museum propaganda thing in the UC. So now I'm just like, what's their version of the story gonna be? You know, will we even get one? Or do they just not care? Because yeah, it's in the past. We just wanted our freedom. Because obviously there's elements of Firefly to this. And I feel like this game is like Firefly, but the brown coats won. Kind of thing. That's the best way I can describe it. This place has heavy gravity. Bloody hell. Oh, hello you.
Alright, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over.
I know this guy's voice. This is the guy who does Adam Jensen. I just clicked. This is the same guy who does the voice of Adam Jensen, because that's pretty much his Adam Jensen voice from the Deus Ex games. I think. Yeah, is Cora coming?
She stays with the ship, usually. Got a few more years to go before I let her swill whiskey in some backwater bar.
Yeah, that's Adam Jensen's voice. Alright, let's get going.
There's something you should know up front. I'm a Coe. As in Solomon Coe, first man on Akila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Akila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Akila wouldn't go.
Huh. Could we use a planet scanner to find it?
Because you'll find a whole lot of nothing. Gravitational anomalies are a little hard to pick up in an area with tons of starship traffic. Not to mention all the electronics from the city and security scramblers that the Free Star or smugglers out on the frontier put down.
Fair enough. Huh. Solomon Coe. Solomon. I wonder if that's named after Solomon Epstein from the Expanse series, because there's a lot of like sci-fi references throughout this entire series. This game, and so I wonder like how much of this is like references and how much is just coincidence. You know?
Yeah, and the Coes have been coasting on that for 10 generations now. Solomon's always a larger than life figure if you read the histories, but if you just listen to a few recordings of the man, he was simple. Just wanted to keep moving forward.
So we find the Empty Nest and then the artifact.
Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Well, okay then. Talk with Sarah Morgan. Activities, talk with Barrett. Why have I suddenly got all these activities kicked off? Hang on, yeah, I've suddenly got a whole bunch of activities of... Wow, I've got 2 requests to speak to Sergeant Yumi. Yeah, suddenly 3 people in the Constellation want to have a word. Is it because they're getting jealous of my importance? Possibly. Cool. Oh, here we are, I guess. Ship services, safe travels. Well, okay. How rustic.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
Of course.
Never a dull moment around here.
I know you. You're Sam Coe. Marshal will be damn glad to have another Free Star Ranger helping out.
Afraid your information is a couple years out of date.
Yeah, what's the trouble?
Well, all I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways. You'd have to ask the Marshal if you want the whole story.
Marshal Blake in charge of security?
Not usually, but he took charge of the situation because the bank robbers are part of the Shaw gang. The Marshal's had a lot of experience dealing with the gang, so he's calling the shots.
How do I get to Gal Bank?
It's just behind me on the right. The place is on lockdown, so you should steer clear unless you can help out.
That's my phone beeping in the background, by the way. It's complaining about a low battery all of a sudden. I'll have to plug it in during the break. People in danger, I'm willing to help.
I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
Well, I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the Gal Bank vault. We better see if we can help move this situation along.
Everyone stays in front of the building. You got me? If you make a move toward the building, a hostage dies.
You planning to tell me your demands at some point?
You find someone we can trust, and maybe we will.
Like who?
Not you, not one of your rangers, and not these city guards neither.
What the hell am I supposed to do with that?
Well, sounds like you could use a third party.
You need to stand back now.
Sounds like you could use some help.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back.
Akila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Coe. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam. I'll trust your judgment on this one. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate.
Who's the Shaw gang?
It's a big group. Hides outside the city and runs smuggling jobs off-world. They take in all kinds, rookies and veterans alike. Judging by their lack of preparation, I'd say this particular group is green as hell. Probably their first attempt at heist. That should work in our favor. Right about now, they're probably wishing they'd just stayed home.
Must have made some demands by now.
They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one.
Yeah, so what's your plan?
Without demands, I ain't got much to work with. About all we can do is wait and see.
That's a terrible plan, but okay. Can I go talk some sense into him?
All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Take it slow and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
Great.
You in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Hands where I can see him, and don't try nothing.
Security around here is a joke.
Been on the planet for all of 5 minutes, and I'm already a negotiator in a hostage situation.
You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong.
First, I'd like to know who I'm talking to. Can I ask your name?
It's Jed. Jed Bullock.
Okay, well, nice to meet you.
Well, ain't you polite? So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us?
Because I literally have no stake in this, but I can try to persuade.
I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me?
Okay, what do we got? +1's a green. We've got 2, 4, 8. Christ. Sure you're ready for a change of scenery by now?
We've been in worse scrapes than this. We can
I'll
handle
reload a
these.
save if I have to. I'd like to persuade my way through this. Oh, really? Talking to me is the only way you get out of there.
I ain't buying it.
How can you lose on green? You're at like level 3 persuading right now.
Nothing we can't handle. Nothing you say is gonna change my mind.
Honest to God, the speech system in this game might actually be one of the worst in Bethesda's history, because it is unknown dice rolls, and there is nothing worse than an unknown dice roll. I hate shit like this.
You're the negotiator, huh? You think you're just gonna walk... well, ain't you polite? So tell me straight.
I don't know... Oh. Really? So we're just going straight in at a plus... Oh.
Well...
I don't know if this is luck, or if it's a case of you just have to pick the right one.
I'm so ready to get out of here.
Okay. See, and also, why is it that sometimes getting it correct uses up a turn, and sometimes getting it correct doesn't use up a turn. I do not understand some of the systems in this game. They are so strange.
Am I supposed to be impressed? Nothing you say is gonna change.
I don't get it. Like, usually, like in previous speech checks, it has always been a thing of you get it right and it doesn't use up a turn, you get it wrong and it does. And now in this one, it's like using it. It's inconsistent, and that's the point. When trying to work out how a system works, inconsistency is
Well, ain't you polite? So tell me
the
straight.
worst thing, because it means you cannot pick up what the hell it is, what it is that you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So, why did that use up a turn? I've seen it do a persuasion thing, and it doesn't use up a turn.
When this is over, I'm never setting foot in a
Go,
bank again.
and I got a critical success. What the fuck is? What the hell's a critical success?
You want what we want. A nice, happy ending where nobody gets
I've never seen that before.
So let's talk.
Can I ask what the condition of the hostages are?
They talk too damn much. Complain about everything. As much as we'd like to, none of us has shot one yet.
Alright, what's your demands?
We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it?
It'll take a while to get you your ship. Yeah, well, I don't want to do that because that's questioning him. Could take a while to get you. That's a pretty tall order.
Persuade the Marshal that it ain't. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last.
Oh, for God's sake.
What do you mean?
Might as well let your prisoners go. You think they're keeping you safe, but they're not.
I know. Not disagreeing with that. You have to believe me, we never meant
Gotcha.
to take hostages. Nobody's been hurt. So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. Yeah. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the Marshal we'll come quietly.
You'd make a decent ranger with the way you handled that.
Whew. Yeah, the speech system in this game is rubbish. It's so obtuse.
What's the word?
It's over. They've agreed to come quietly.
Well, I'll be a son of an Ashta. How'd you pull that off?
I use safe states. Won them over with my irresistible charm.
Ha! Well, you don't lack for confidence. Well, I bet you could sell dirt to a Dusty. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
Noted, and that's exactly what I wanted someone to
Now
say.
that lives aren't on the line, let's get back in Galbank, see if we can get those maps.
Mission updated, deputized.
Are you alright? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Alrighty ho. Okay, so yeah, we should be... Yeah, deputized. There it is. I don't want that one, but okay. So yeah, deputized, that's the Freestar Collective faction quest line. Yeah, there it is. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad about that. That is exactly what I wanted. That's what I wanted to see. But before we go doing that, I want to have a wander around, see what else we got. Is this place... I haven't been here before. This is big.
Can you get certified in time?
What's the bank? What's this? Trade authority. Suppose they'd have to have a shop everywhere.
SSNN says that spacers and the fleets are getting worse. That's what they've always said. It's just
Alright, what else have we got? I'm a little curious.
I'm just saying, my family was on the first ship. Proper founders.
My family came in what?
And scanning we go.
My great whatever grandma's name on the charter.
Moving to Midtown is the best thing that's happened.
That's the
Rock.
Ranger Central. Not a bad part, too.
Oh, there we go. I'm guessing that's your ancestor? Solomon, or whatever his name was. So there's the Chunks place.
So you want to come here for a half day? Full day?
Okay, we've gotta go in here. I gotta see what this guy's ancestor is like.
Everything you see here is a piece of Akila City's history.
Yes. What can you tell me?
Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well.
How's the museum going?
Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips.
Yes, I need to talk to you. That's right, while I'm here, I need to talk to you about a tree branch.
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late.
Yeah, I'm helping out, man. Private contractor working freelance. Yeah, what sort of messages?
Several that bordered on being incomprehensible. Honestly, I thought it was some kind of strange prank until now.
Fair enough.
A bunch of gibberish about dire consequences and frequency modulation and genetic reconstruction. It all came across as rather unhinged.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey, I get it, but we have to collectively let go of this feud with the UC. And besides, this is really just about a tree and someone who is really, really attached to it.
Are you defending the UC? I must say, I expected more from a Coe. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces.
No, you turned
That
around quick.
includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
It's in storage. Okay.
Oh, are you a friend of Sam Coe? I do so hope you both appreciate the museum. It's about his family. Akila City was founded over 150 years ago by Sam Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall.
And what happened after that?
There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Akila City is the proud capital of the Freestar Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to.
Makes sense. Yeah, what can you tell me about Solomon?
Most people know Sam Coe as the founder of Akila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars.
I do find stories of the early pioneers fascinating. Yes, I do, actually, because I really want to know what the backstory is.
The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Akila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Akila City, and his descendants still live here today.
Interesting. I mean, that more or less lines up with what we saw in UC space, so maybe their history isn't that different. Keep my eye open things for your museum.
There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
Huh. Those old things.
Yeah, what sort of documents?
Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Sam Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the settled systems. These documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to our guests. Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere.
Troubled is a charitable way of putting it. Great-grandpa was a walking disaster. He almost lost everything, family estate included. Those documents she's talking about, they're real. We even have a few that survived.
Your father donated what was left to the museum.
Jacob did what? I didn't think charity was in his vocabulary.
If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open for him, I guess.
Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history.
Yeah, see, the Solomon Coe collection of pornography. I'm sure that'll be great. Give me that tree branch.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good.
Okay.
What did I do to deserve this? I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
Nice. Excellent. I don't know. Yeah, it's one of the things that really confuses me. Can I, how'd you pick things up in this game? Hang on. I feel I should put this back. Oh. It's kind of fallen out of its box. Well, I can't really help that then. That's not my fault, is it? Let's have a look. See what's what. Obviously I don't want to steal anything, but... Wait, she doesn't sleep here, does she? I guess she does. Is this just like her house? Did she just like convert her house into a museum? Is that what she did? She may have done that. I mean, that's certainly a choice. I was kind of hoping for a bit more backstory, but because the only real like detailed backstory we've got was the UC one, which I mean was largely propaganda. But I mean, it does seem as though it does seem as though a good chunk of that might actually just been true, especially when it comes to like the history of Earth. I still don't understand how the Earth's magnetic field died.
Some sort of stunt gone wrong.
Sinclair books.
Could I get a digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
What? Why not?
I sell books. Physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library. There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Wait, can't we?
We're done here.
Research lab.
Why are
Don't need
people so
that.
damn touchy about digital books?
Akila City information. I'm just having a mooch around right now. We'll go into the bank later. The route in. Okay. Sealed. No idea. Eastgate core the stretch.
I've been pretty blessed to have the life that I do.
What the hell's the stretch?
This is just what the stretch needs. More down on your luck animals.
Sad.
Just
sad.
Hey, sweetie, sweetie.
Do
There's just so much to do in New Atlantis.
you're not in New Atlantis. Why are you here?
I can't believe we bumped into you.
You know,
Here, of all places. I hope you didn't buy a ticket.
Oh, hush. This place is really interesting.
I saw them from a distance. I thought, oh, those two kind of look like my parents. It's like when you run into like a friend or something in town, you haven't seen them for a while, and you're just walking on opposite sides of the street, and you're just like, oh, they look like someone I know. Wait, that is someone I know. What the fuck? You see what I can add to all the tourist spots.
Oh, your father is his own man. I don't drag him around anywhere.
Clearly, I'm here because I want to be.
The nonprofit I volunteer for had a symposium in Akila City. They sent me and a couple of others.
And I get to be your +1. Your mom's not one to toot her own horn, but she's getting to be kind of a big deal. She keeps it up and she'll be running the whole operation in a few years.
Oh, stop. Well, I was just getting bored puttering around the house, so I figured I'd try to do some good.
Glad someone's taking advantage of your skills. Yeah, sounds like things are going well for you.
I can't complain. So, what are you doing in Akila City, sweetie? Is it Constellation business?
Honey, she does more than just work for Constellation.
Well, then why are you here?
No, it's consolation business.
You must be so well traveled now.
Getting that way.
Well, it was nice bumping into you. I know you must be busy. Love you.
That was so random running into your parents.
Big shot. Congratulations for skimming me out of 10 whole credits.
Wow. That's so fucking random. I do like it though. I think that's a very funny idea that you could just be out in the system and you just randomly run into your parents. They'll probably end up on some desolate planet because their ship crashed or something eventually. That would be a thing. It's certainly a choice. A lot of houses. Consulate? Not exactly sure what a consulate is. It's something to do with politics, I think.
Is Solomon Coe really all that?
Anyway, let's pop into the bank because we need to get our thing. Do I need permission to be in
I
here?
suppose I'll have to write a report about all of this.
Okay, I guess not.
We'll take it from here.
Can't even take any stuff. I guess if I hadn't done well on the speech checks, I could have used that as to like be sneaky and kill some people.
Nice job.
Well, okay. Downstairs we go.
Alright. Family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on the slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after.
Note for Sam, alien trilobite display, desktop sound card. I guess the note for Sam is what we want. Whoa, hello.
Oh no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming.
Hang on, who's Jacob?
He's just a bitter old man, interfering in what's none of his business.
I'm walking into drama. This is the part where I walk into drama.
You gonna be like this the whole way? Damn it. I was hoping to avoid the estate. Cora's gonna be so mad.
Wow, I can persuade him too.
We really gotta do this?
Just a +4, huh? We're going to stay anyway. I'm going to find out.
Yeah, well, I don't gotta say it. I've just been trying not to think about it. Alright, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know?
What about Cora?
God, that's the worst part. They're thick as thieves. Last thing I need is Jacob in her life. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, Coe tradition. Alright, shall we?
Okay, actually, before we do that, I want to... I know you and your friends are going to come plunder your heritage at some point. You want those maps, you know where to find me. Right, I probably should have read that before I talked to the guy. I guess we're off to somewhere else? Is that the estate? Stop beeping. Plug you in a minute. Phones are so demanding.
Kill for a cup of coffee.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot it goes down quicker because I'm with a partner.
If I get called on one more drunk and disorderly.
Okay.
Well. Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? What's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
Well, you sound like a very nice person. Your companion can speak on your behalf. What they will say is written next to their name. Hey, Jagoff. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, okay. Why the hell do you two hate each other so much?
There's only one place a Coe ought to be. And it ain't out there in the Starfield doing Lord knows what. Putting our future at risk.
Whoa, whoa, don't drag me into this. Well, no, I'm already being dragged into this, unfortunately. Your ancestry is bigger than that. As much right for those rights as anyone. Somehow I don't think he's going to see it like that.
Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
I must confess, the hum of a grab drive makes me feel alive. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options.
Need a minute? Want to talk about what happened?
No, I don't. It's just... It's been a while, but this is how it goes. Every time.
You didn't mention his granddaughter. Could Cora help?
No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better.
This is about her and Jacob getting along, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said before, they're thick as thieves. Can you imagine what that bitter old mule would do to her head if she hung around more?
Yeah, you didn't mind her coming along up until this came up.
I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. And it doesn't include Jacob Coe. Okay? Leave it at that.
Am I on a cowboy planet? I mean, kinda. The way I see it, this game's kind of like Firefly, in that you got the one side, which is like all, like high technology, sort of, quote, enlightened types that live in that sort of world. And then you've got the other half of things, which is all these people who are, it's all sort of Western themed and all that sort of stuff. It has that Firefly divide. But of course, according to the backstory of this game, things were a little different, because in Firefly you had the war between the two groups, and the what the hell were the groups called in Firefly? It's been a long time since I watched that.
As much as I enjoy having you around.
So you don't understand much about Firefly. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Long story short is, yes, this is the rustic cowboy side of space. That's all you really need to worry about. When he does that, Sam, she can help. So yeah, we can either get the kid involved or not get the kid involved. I don't know if we should. I mean, technically it's his kid, so raise them in whatever way you want.
I'd appreciate that.
You space cowboy. Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose it was bad. Like, there's so many elements of this thing that I said is like from other things. There's like obviously elements of Firefly, but there's elements of so many other sci-fi things all sort of merging into this one game. Because there's obviously a lot of like external influences. Because it's like, basically Bethesda's a giant group of nerds, so obviously there's going to be a lot of sci-fi references. It's a Cowboy Bebop quote. Oh, yeah. I didn't like Cowboy Bebop. I watched like the first 4 episodes, I think. I remember thinking, this is really fucking boring.
Extra time with you.
And then I stopped watching it. I could speak to Jacob. He might see reason.
You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but alright. I hope you like arguing.
Well, I'm supposed to be very good at it. Except I'm not, because it's all dice rolls. Yeah, coming out of the game, we could really use some help. You see he's growing bolder and you will have ways negotiating around them or through them. Sounds like the UC keeps hammering at their door. Well, the fact he's standing in front of that door very much implies that's where the maps are. Ooh. Have a mooch around. Outside. Presumably that's his room. Oh, bathroom, of course. And the kid's room, presumably. Based on the toy. Or at least it would have been the kid's room. You haven't seen much Cowboy Bebop, but you have seen the ending, and that's pretty intense. I'll have to take your word for it. As I say, I watched the first 4 episodes, thought it was really, really, really boring, and kind of stopped.
What do you want? Constellation?
See, I recognize this guy's voice as well, and I'm like, I need to listen. Do I want to know? Do I want to know what? What happens at the end? No, I mean, maybe I'll get around to watching it at some point. A lot of people really like Cowboy Bebop, and it is one of those things where, from what I've heard, the first chunk of the show is actually pretty bad, and it's only once this other character shows up that things apparently get interesting, and I never got to them, so it's entirely possible that maybe I just missed the good bit. I don't know.
Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here.
Alright, what we got? Oh, just a 4? Oh, I could do this in one go if I get lucky.
Not liking your attitude.
No one ever likes my attitude.
I know all about your group's reputation. It's not what concerns me. Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room. Here. Key.
Sweet. Whoa, map. It's a literal map.
Alright, let's see if we can find the empty nest. Alright, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh boy. That's a problem.
It's always a problem. Don't say things like that. My anxiety is bad enough as it is.
We'll be fine. Just gotta take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife.
Fine.
But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory.
Oh, of course.
Same outlaws who held up Galbank.
How do they survive outside the walls?
Criminal groups in Akila always find a way. But they usually have to keep on the move to avoid the Ashta. Well, it could just be a coincidence, as the cave we want happens to be where the Shaw Gang runs around. But something doesn't feel right.
Criminals with an artifact. Better not break it or sell it.
Hey, if they're willing to trade, all the better. But the Shaw Gang is, shoot first kind of outfit.
Of course they are.
Alright, time's a-wasting. Let's get to that cave.
So do we have to go to our ship? Or is it literally just... No, it's literally just on the map. Well, fair enough. Wasn't sure if we were going to have to go manually, or if we were going to have to fly up and fly around to the other side of the planet.
I know your type. The freewheeling spaces.
Honestly, more of a space jack. Okay, well. Woo, that's pretty. What the fuck is that? I actually don't know what that is. Maybe it's like crops or something? Because of course the circle is the best way to have crop fields. Anyway, it is 4 o'clock, so we're going to have to take a break. And we will see if we have to shoot our way in, or again if we can use persuading to get into wherever this next artifact is hiding. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to get another power when I'm done with all that. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay, for the record, yes, I did remember to plug in my phone, so it should hopefully not be beeping anymore. Theoretically. Right. I guess these are fields. They look like fields.
You got a beat on anything?
Nothing much. Alright. It's an Ashtar. Apparently they're dangerous. They don't look dangerous, but apparently they are. Are those critters? They are critters. Look like grazers. Neat. Big bug insect things. I'm guessing by the fact they're running away at a pretty rapid speed, they're presumably herbivores. Non-predator types. Although they look like giant praying mantises. Which is a, ooh, hello. What the hell is an elk cragoon? Crangoon even. There's an N in there. An Ashtar. Yep, good luck with that, pal. I'm gonna sneeze in a minute. Excuse me. Saw that coming. Or more accurately, I felt that coming. Blimey. Oh! I did not mean to do that. I was... Yeah, sure. Whatever. Great. Well done me. Let's try that again, and this time with a little less button pressing of being stupid. For crying out loud. Fast traveling is useful, but not when you do it accidentally. Ooh.
Got a freighter coming soon. No time.
Can you even get out of the city this way? Probably not. And again. That'll do it. Oh, excuse me. What the heck? All the bodily stuff is just going for it right now. Ugh. Right. So let's see if we can do this without accidentally teleporting us back. We're still missing 2 resources and we still need plenty more scanning on the critters. Whoa, Mosknath! You's a big boy! Hi. Yeah, it's fine, relax. Oh hey, it's one of these things. You guys can go surprisingly quickly when you want it, can't you? Hey, there it is. There's an Ashta. Ooh, there's another one. Running around all over the place apparently. Ah, there's the benzene I was looking for. I was going to find some water. Are you dead or do you just not move very much? No, you're dead. Okay. Level 15, 3 stars. Not 3 stars, three health bars. Looks like the Ashtar's been busy. You're gonna hate how many of each thing you have to scan. It's like, if you wanted to scan every single planet and scan every single thing, it would take so fucking long. Because I mean, you gotta scan every plant and animal at least like 8 times, often more. Still, fortunately it's not required in any way. I don't think I've actually scanned a planet. Well, I mean, I've scanned a couple of barren planets 100%, but that's not quite the same thing. Are these guys specifically enemies, or... I mean, you did say maybe we could talk, but... I don't know, I have a feeling talking's not on the table. Ooh. Cool. You're not very good at the whole subtlety thing, are you? I think they worked out where I was. Ow, wow, 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 wow. Why am I on fire? Why am I on fire? Why are there so many people in this place? Yeah, remember that time when you got all those illegal augments? And you had to fight for the rights of the augmented person? Oh no, wait, wrong video. Alright. Come on, get up. It's just a rock. Also, they've heavily nerfed the Skyrim climb. Right up the arse. Alright, very good.
You will.
That hurts.
Never mess with me. Sometimes I feel sorry for myself. Well, sometimes.
I don't. Okay, that happened. A bunch of wildlife wandered in and just decided, you know what, I'm going to be here now. Broken everything. The unit has served us very well, yet the time has come for us to admit that without a few new parts, our repairs are not going to last. If we want this to work, well, in a few days at a time, I'm going to need new deformable nozzle. Okay. How the positron? That's crafting, is it? Well, okay. Alright, what do we got? Let's loot some.
Part of the job.
Yes, yes, it is. I don't know how long or short the day-night cycle here is. What are you? Calibrated Nova Light. Pass. Take all the monies. Nope, nothing there. A weapons workbench that I don't need. Still haven't leveled up yet. Hear rumors about ranchers and homesteaders around these parts complaining about getting harassed about their land.
I wonder what flavor of smuggler lives here. Maybe cherry vanilla?
That's a very random thing to say. Even by the standards of this game, that's a very random thing to say. Lots of mines. Found your little cabin, not that much, but I know you'll find a place for yourselves here. So that beats living under the thumb of the Freestar gods. Plus, the Ashtad don't come around here, so outside of Akila might be the safest place on the planet. Yeah, well, unfortunately, the reason they don't show up around here is about to disappear because we're going to take it away, presumably. Bridger, what the fuck is that? 40 milliliter XPL. The fuck is a Bridger? Oh, it's a grenade launcher. That makes sense. Well, I mean, it might be fun, but probably not.
Hey, you dropped it. Wait, you meant to do that?
Yeah, of course. That's the first time I've ever heard a companion comment on dropping something, so that's interesting, certainly. That's presumably where the robot came from. Interesting. Apparently the liquid is dangerous. Did not realize that. Let's see what we got. Very close to a nice little level up. They got a lot of crafting shit around here. I'm not necessarily complaining. I'm sure it'll come in handy, but weird. Alright.
Found you. Come back here.
Nope, apparently he just decided to bugger off.
Take the good stuff. Leave the rest.
Well, yeah. Oh, balls. Ah, it's about where we started. I suppose that makes sense.
You like caves? I like caves. Honestly, I might love caves. Is that weird?
Not in this game. Yeah, you will. Hmm. Anything else? Oh, something. Hang on. Oh. Nope, just Sam. You don't want to get the weird spooky dooky visions? Alright, shoot yourself. Really wish I could cut this away. I don't think... Oh! I did? Didn't think you could. Oh, you can. I swear I tried that before and it didn't bloody work. Guess it just takes a while, huh? Takes a while though. I'm sure I tried this before and it did bugger all, but I don't know. Maybe it changed its mind. Alright, are we gonna get extended vision this time or same one as before? Oh, hold up. Always forget, you gotta break it out first. Dude, that didn't come out that time, did it? Alright, what we got? Well, it's nice that you can determine that. But yes, let's go. Let's get the heck out of here. We got the artifact. I'm genuinely surprised no one decided to explore the cave and work out whether or not it was a thing. But hey ho, what you gonna do? Really? Must be a bit of something I broke off of earlier.
As long as there aren't any beasties, the cave can be an explorer's best friend.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, I ain't never getting used to that.
Also, I'm fairly certain I'm over 75%, so I really should be running around everywhere now. Oh, that's not good, is it? Oh boy, here we go again. Did I level up? I feel like I got close, but not quite.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. At least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Sam Coe in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really.
Can I do a persuade? What do you reckon?
Oh, really? Let's hear it.
I mean, I'm willing to try, but it probably won't work. What do we got? 6? Got cash of crew? Hey.
Tough talk. But you've backed it up so far, I'll admit.
Ooh, can I do a +2?
Huh. The Shaw Gang's name in print outside a wanted poster does sound nice. Fine. Get the hell out of here before I change my mind. I see you again. You're dead.
This is your fault. You better lend us a hand.
Yeah, sure.
Where the hell are you?
Also, this is the wrong gun for this. Can you not explode things when I'm standing next to them, please? Oh, hi. Can you...
Use that for crafting or profit?
You're lucky the boss is so generous. What are you still doing here? Out!
Apparently I can talk to
I
her.
owe you something for dealing with the Ashta. Take it and get lost.
Yeah, well, there we go then. A modified, calibrated Razorback. I don't know what that is. Presumably it's a gun. Also, I do note, it's rather odd, or maybe that just has something to do with how the game generates rooms and caves and whatnot. But I note that the gravity inside the cave was exactly 1.0. The gravity outside the cave is 1.5. How the fuck does that work? Be running as much as possible right now. See if we can get that skill leveled up. Well, it's halfway there. Not enough. Wait, am I not heading back to my ship? Figured I'd be heading back to my ship. Ah, well.
Should we warn him about the Ashta? We got a
So is that my ship? I don't know. I don't know where the hell I am. Ooh, firearms. Great Laredo Caper? What? Okay, apparently they got a random mission added. Happens all the time. So that's the gun shop. Oh no, that is the ship. So, just to double check. No more optional stuff to do. That's fine. Just wanted to check we didn't have to go like back to Sam's dad or anything like that. I am mostly running around because I've got a lot in my inventory and that's good for my leveling. Okay, so we need to... Oh, actually, while I am here, I do have... What do we got? Talk to the girl. Oh no, that's the... Yeah, I mean, talk to Emma Wilcox is the... That's the one for the Freestar Collective side quest line, which we will get around to doing eventually. I don't know exactly when I'll get around to that. I'll do it at some point. I could do it as the next one because I've done like the UC one. So theoretically, I could do that one next, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What I want to do, once I remember where it is to travel. Alright. Another piece of the puzzle found. Maybe even the ability to get another little power. Well, guess we'll see. Nice.
I am at your service, Captain.
The newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax. We're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings. Just what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
Catch you later, Sam.
Likewise. You know where to find us.
If you have a moment, I have something I'd like to discuss.
You spend a lot of time in space? We sure do.
I hope you are satisfied.
Okay, so Ooh, power from beyond. Ah, yes, that is something I am going to want to do. But we can talk to Walter. Good old Quark.
Orders available to
Hey,
you.
Cora, how's it going?
I must admit, you've surprised me. I thought you were going to take off as soon as you'd gotten something from us. But I was wrong. I want you for a little soiree.
But your dad's just trying to take care of you as best he can, without leaving you here at the lodge all the time.
Soiree? What are you up to?
A business meeting, of a sort at least.
Oh, that's
Just remember
brief.
he loves you a lot.
Okay.
And try to give him a
It's
hug.
about an artifact. And our goal is simple. We're going to purchase it. Our seller is a freelance operative in the city of Neon, which means the artifact is almost certainly stolen from someone. I just need a little more presence in the negotiation to show we're serious. And I think you'd be perfect.
I mean, I guess I do have presence. This place Neon, is it dangerous?
Oh, exceedingly. The free market there is in full effect. Anything goes as long as you have the money. We'll be taking advantage of that.
Alright, I'm in.
That settles it then. We just need to make a few stops when we get to the city, and then the drinks will be on me. It'll be easy, I promise. I'll ride passenger on your ship until we get to Neon. Just let me know when you're ready to set off.
Alright. Not now, but I'll be back to get you.
Keeping me waiting. No. Very well. Let me know.
Alright, so looks like we're off to either buy, beg, borrow, or indeed steal from a collector. Now, you wanted to speak to me, didn't you?
Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare.
Feel strangely powerful at the end of your calling to my Yeah, I just don't really feel any different.
I find that to be rather surprising. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind?
Is it dangerous?
Although I don't know the exact nature of the energy you absorbed, I'm fairly certain it means you no harm. I don't have any scientific data to back that up, so you'll just have to trust my intuition. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
That does not fill me with confidence. I feel fine, really.
Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone.
You really think it was built by aliens?
It's a possibility I've considered, but I'm not 100% convinced. The only thing we can be certain of is that the technology we've encountered points to beings that live outside the settled systems.
It'd be nice if you were actually, turned to face me as we were having this conversation, but whatever, it's a Bethesda game. I think malevolent beings would have granted me a new ability.
Perhaps. It's just that... I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple.
Makes sense.
Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall.
Hey, it works sometimes. Oh my god! That is the first time my Explorer trait has actually come up in conversation. It only took... What session are we on now? I don't even remember. Constellation never heard of these temples before?
As far as Constellation's concerned, you're the first human we're aware of that's ever encountered one of these places. Now, whether you consider that lucky or not, that's another matter entirely.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely. But we're only at the very beginning. There are still so many questions that need to be answered. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere?
Artifact the temple is power. It's a big old mystery. Sounds like this is one of the reasons for Constellation's existence.
Yes, exactly. Now you understand why it's imperative that we solve this puzzle. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed.
You and me both. Can ask for a better partner on a strange journey.
Oh, well, thank you. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way. When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
You already have, but okay. Because that was... Because, yeah, we got these little activities, so it would... Does that not count? Oh, okay, I guess that wasn't the thing we were talking about.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel?
Was Vectera where we started the game? My visions, or sounds of music, it's difficult to describe.
No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, instantaneously pulled across the entire galaxy.
Oh my goodness. That must have been
Whoa,
terrifying.
hello.
When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails.
They should have sent a poet, maybe? When you bring this up at the lodge, we're at the lodge. Why do I get the feeling I'm catching up with conversations I probably should have had over the course of the game, but I just never spoke to her?
True. But hey, how else would you describe it? The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
Even if we could answer, what would we say?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea.
Well, there you go then. Yeah, what sort of data have you gathered?
Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories.
Does your only project yeah, anything else?
No, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources, but I have classified the artifacts as a priority project.
Well, experience must be incredibly frustrating. Certainly a unique obsession.
Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be, well, an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Fair enough. Okay, we good? Now, who were the other ones who wanted to speak? We had Andrea and Barrett wanted to chat.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like if I did...
Haven't you ever considered how she feels about all this? The only way I can be sure Cora's gonna be safe is if she stays with me.
I am at your service, Captain.
Alright, so now I need to Okay. Now I need to find them.
You've got something for me?
Probably up in their bedroom somewhere. Hello? Actually, if I, thinking about it, how am I going to find them? I know. Aha!
Yes?
I don't know, but apparently I need to speak to you.
We have not yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was?
Beautiful. I never imagined such a place.
And it seems fitting that you were the one to discover it. Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights?
Should take wild guesses. If we keep going, we'll find out for sure. I mean, that's true. Didn't see if it said we'll pick up a brochure, if that's what you're asking. Also true. We're picking on magic pixies. Maybe there are people out there we just never met.
You sound just like Sarah. I see why she invited you to join Constellation. You are right, of course. We will learn in time. I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you alright? Have you felt any side effects?
I've got magical powers. That's a fantastic side effect.
Yes, I meant apart from that. I am still trying to comprehend that on its own. The artifacts, that temple, this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized.
Usually is. Well, it's exactly what Constellation is for. I'm thrilled to be part of it.
You are right. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here.
Excellent. Now, where the hell is Barrett hanging out? Talk to these guys just to get it off and, get it off the list.
So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see?
Yeah, I bet you are super jealous you weren't involved. Because you were the star child before I showed up. You ever found one of these things before? Barrett's Oh Great Explorer?
I've seen a lot, but I'm just one person.
So am I. Look what I've done.
More worlds out there than I could ever physically visit. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed.
I got a power. I'm awesome now. I didn't change, but my perception of the universe did.
Hold up a second. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in what? Superpowers?
Kinda. Well, we're going to get my power, but it's really more of a medical condition. Basically, yeah.
Fair enough. Maybe we can run some tests later. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. Just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting.
I guess. Okay, that's all that sorted. That's good. Yeah, so we definitely want to go have a word with Vlad. Talk to him about everything. Get rid of all of those. Nope, 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 nope. That's the wrong one. I keep meaning to put those in my ship. I need to go give that to what's his name? All right. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, so we will... Yeah, actually, let me just... I know I want to go up and talk to Vlad about getting the thing, but... We do need to drop that off. And I really, really, really do need to remember to... drop the ship parts off back in my ship, because I didn't have any at the moment. So yeah. We're going to take a break once this loads in, and we will continue when we get back. Who knows what my next little ability is going to be, but quite fun, I'm hoping. Anyway, back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Alright, well, let's go hand over the branch, and hopefully this doctor guy will finally have the one thing he's been looking for... I don't even remember how long. A while. Oh, apparently I'm up on the tree. Wow, that's impressive. Got your branch.
Akila City has what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Akila City?
She wants it back when you're done with it.
Yes, yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shavings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible. But I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it.
I don't have much of a singing voice, but I can try.
Oh, I'm quite certain you couldn't achieve the necessary register. Far too low for human vocal cords. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick.
Exposure to frequency in this simulation could be potentially harmful. Are you sure we should do this?
You're right. There's a chance that there could be some minor adverse side effects, but none would be life-threatening. We won't play the broadcast loud or long enough to cause any major or permanent damage to humans or other organic life. And aside from that, if we don't calm this tree down soon, well, I fear that the vibrations it's emitting will eventually reach such strength it could severely damage our internal organs.
Yeah, this seems vaguely illegal to me.
Perhaps, but desperate times and all that. Certainly, if you have some other option, by all means, take advantage of it. But if not, well, this is our only option at the moment.
And if this doesn't work?
Then I fear all this hard work will be for naught. I would hate to see this tree come down, but we may be out of options.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
I have no doubt that you will.
Alright, where are we going? That way? Apparently. I never noticed that it does actually hum. Now they're gonna go. Hang on. Oh, that reminds me. I did forget, but I have a skill point, which I'm very tempted to put in persuasion, considering how crap persuasion tends to be at the moment. So let's just rank that up and see where we get to. I gotta look up how persuasion works, because there must be something to it. Really? The Commerce District? Okay. It must be just dice rolls, it must be. I just wish there was a way to, you know, visually know how I was getting on. Oh hey, it's that terminal! I remember this! I remember I walked into that building, I was like, oh, there's a terminal at the back there. Oh, it doesn't do anything at the moment. Oh, I wonder if that would be for later. Always.
Kids miss you.
Alright, we'll turn the quest in, and hopefully that'll bring this little quest line to an end.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked.
I thought you were sure it was going to work.
I did my best, but it's not magic. There are no guarantees.
What happens now?
I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
Let's see, so 6,300 credits and 100 experience points. I don't think that was worth it, but okay. Right. Take me to the space, please. First things first, let's go buy a couple of digipicks. Should always do that anytime we're in the area. Then we'll hit our ship, drop off the items I've literally been meaning to do for an age and a half now.
Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Right. Now, I've got to remember... How do I transfer? I always forget how to transfer. Not that. There it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Yes, something like that. Yeah, you've got to like go into your inventory and then switch to the cargo view and then swap back to your normal inventory, and then that gets it working. It's odd, but it kind of works. It just takes a little while. Give me powers. Give me powers. Give me powers. Might actually find one that's more useful than the one I basically use. I mean, of the... What have I got? 5 I've got? I find 2 of them to be actively useful. One of which I don't get. Like, I feel like that's broken, that dash one. I don't know, I could be wrong, but... Hello?
Gave up my room in the lodge so Andreja had it. The eyes showing signs over another one of those beats.
Alright, is it somewhere we can actually go? Olympus. It is. We got Olympus. Apparently we never went to RNA. RNA? Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. Let's go and have a mooch. And then we'll go to Olympus later. Small place at least. Relatively. Yeah, it's not terrible. Not great either. Relatively lifeless system by the looks of it. Doesn't seem to be a lot here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be just a bunch of dead rocks. Which, I mean, I suppose you can't expect every system to have life supporting planets. Or is it thought to be quite rare? Still makes things easy to explore, I guess. Should consider setting up an outpost at some point. I don't know if there would be any point to doing that. There might be something to do for fun, but that's about it. I don't really know what you get from outposts. I mean, I suppose... Presumably you can set them up for, like, mining to get minerals and... Oh, hello. Had to be somewhere, didn't it?
What have we here?
That rock is... The rocks are freaking out. Oh, that was me pressing the wrong button. Woo!
Sector clear of spacer contact. Thanks for the help. Spacers are easy targets.
I didn't even know there was someone else here.
Had it covered. But I expect some people owe you their lives. Any way we can repay you?
Pretty sure all 4 of them were coming after me, but sure. Give me some credits.
Of course. Thanks again for the help. Over and out.
Alright. Well, tell you what. Seems we took to all that trouble to actually kill them. We'll do some looting. You can blow up the really big rocks. Oh my god, you can. ship. Hello. Really? Cargo hold already full? Blimey, that was fast. Yeah, I really need to make a bigger ship. Did I? I did. That's nice. So what we got left? Just 2? Excellent. Well, that's good. So now we go to Olympus, and we go to... where are we going? Here? Yes, apparently so. Am I gonna need to... Yep. Always the way. Lamp. Alright, what direction are we going in? That way? Don't see anything. Oh, that's probably what we're looking for. Yep, that's it. Don't seem to be a lot of resources. They're supposed to be, I just don't see them. Alright, what are we going to get this time? This is the fun part. Obviously, this is mostly just why I'm doing this. I'm only doing the constellation thing so I can see how many like special powers I can get. Come on now. Last one. Nope, you're moving. Where are you going? Woo! Here we go. Sense star stuff. Huh. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Sense star stuff. Bind yourself to the particles of creation, sensing the life force of any human, alien, or starborn. Starborn? Why does starborn have a capital S? What's a starborn? Interesting. So it is probably exactly what it says it is. It is literally a thing of, hey, detect life. Ooh. Someone born in space. I mean, maybe? But I don't know, it seems to me like something like that. I mean, Starborn sounds specific. Like, why has it got capital letters? Like, someone born in space, well, yeah, but surely that falls under the human bracket. Or it should. Unless that means something else that isn't human. You know, just saying. Maybe there is actually a race out there, the Starborn. We just haven't run into it yet. I don't know, but that just made me suspicious. I mean, honestly, I thought I was the Starborn. Because, you know, I'm the Starborn running around killing star dragons and collecting their star powers. Because Todd Howard sold us the same fucking game again. I don't know. It's a weird one. Anyway, we need to find out those last two resources. Now we just gotta find some frozen water. I can't just look down to get it. I don't know, it's weird that it labels human, alien, or starborn. Like, why single that word out? Because if it's like, oh, for finding humans and aliens, then fine. Like, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid at that. But it very specifically says starborn. And I'm like, why? Why have you singled that out? I don't understand. Oh, there's all the resources. Oh. I don't know, it just seems oddly specific is all. Because this is the thing, sometimes you can guess what the hell's going to happen in the game by looking at words used. actually break this now? Because I swear I wasn't able to break this before. So I can, it just takes a long bloody time. I swear I used an entire set of... Oh, I don't know. Maybe I really wasn't trying, or maybe I just aimed incorrectly or something, I don't know. Alright. So... I don't remember hearing anybody talk to my help. So... The question is, what do I do next? Because the plan was that I... See, why did it say that I didn't talk with Sam? I did talk with... No, wait, Sam. Which one was Sam? No, Sam was the guy I was with before. Okay, so obviously that's just been added extra to him. You're finished. Okay, so my original plan, as I previously mentioned, is... Oh, apparently that was the first quest line along that. That's interesting. I suppose that makes sense. Was... that I wanted to do the 3 quests that I had, which was... No, that did colonies. Yeah, it was these 3. It was the Empty Nest, back to Vectera, and into the Unknown. I wanted to complete these 3 of my next main storyline bits. But... And then the plan was to go and do another thing. But I'm thinking that I might actually just stick on the main quest lines just a little bit longer, because the way I'm thinking is that every time I get an artifact, it means I can go and get myself another power. And I'm definitely about finding out what all these powers are. I do also think it is interesting that according to... Hang on. No, hang on. That was too far. According to this, it still says 2 undiscovered temples. And I'm like... Where? Because Vlad ain't telling me. Which implies that I've already found them somewhere? Maybe? But if I have, I've got no fucking clue where they are. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe they're on the map somewhere, and it's like, yes, you discovered, like, strange, anomalous readings on this one random planet. I'm like, I didn't know what I was looking for. How the fuck am I supposed to know? So I don't know if I'm just supposed to literally look at every single planet and see if there's anything there, because that could take a while. So I can't even remember if the game shows you things you've discovered. Okay, it does. There you go. Science outpost, mining outpost. So I could literally just go through every single planet I've been on, or that I've scanned, and maybe one of them will say, oh, gravitational anomaly, because this one is... What does it actually share? Well, it shows temple now, but it was like... It had like weird anomaly on it, or something like that beforehand, didn't it? See that spaceship debris... So it's saying I've got 2 temples unexplored, but I don't know where, and I don't know what. I could spend an hour literally going through every sodding planet to see if I can find what the bloody hell I've missed. So I don't know. I really haven't the faintest idea how I've apparently got 2 temples, but I don't know where they are. Don't know. It's a weird one. I don't know, that might be something I might have to like look up. I'm not necessarily against looking something up. I mean, I would prefer not to, but okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to go back to New Atlantis. I think I'll do one more mainline quest, and then I will think about what I want to do next. Because obviously I want to do the main faction quests as we're going along. Because the faction quests are a decent sort of source of experience and all sorts of things like that. Because I've essentially got, what have I got, 3 now? I've got the Raijuin Industries, or however it was pronounced, I forget. I've got, I've obviously now I've got the Freestar Collective one. And I had, what was the other one? Oh yeah, the Crimson Fleet one, which I'm going undercover. That might be fun, going undercover in the Crimson Fleet. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll make that decision at some point soon. The ability to do this and just run while being over encumbered is fantastic. This is probably the best power in the game. Like, easily. Also, I clicked on commercial, didn't I? I meant to click on residential. Hang on. Screw it. I need to run while I'm over encumbered anyway.
I've met so many interesting people.
Nice. Alright. What is that? It's nothing. Apparently it's just survey data, but I don't know, maybe you're supposed to sell that shit. I don't know. Nope, that's not what we want. Excellent. Also, I need to speak to Sam apparently while I'm here. Apparently he's got something he wants to say.
Mateo, that's not what I said.
All right, well, let's see what she says.
Oh.
Hey, you have a second? Sam and I were just having a discussion, and I wanted someone else's input.
Okay.
I think it's more accurate to say that you and I have now both been cornered, but sure.
I'd like to, you know, get in shape, do some working out. So I asked Vladimir for some tips, and he basically said weightlifting was a bad idea.
Are you sure that's what he said, or is it just what you heard?
Anyway, so I wanted to get Sam's opinion on it, and he pretty much said the same thing.
Okay, since now you've been fully roped into this, let's all just take a step back. I had simply pointed out that if you take a look at Mateo, weightlifting isn't necessarily the first thing that comes to mind. I was wondering whether there might be a better option for him, and just sort of musing in general about the idea of sticking to things you're inclined to, versus going out and trying something completely new. Well, what's your take on it? You think it's better to stick to what you know, or to take any opportunity to try something that's maybe outside your comfort zone?
Or go for the middle ground? Like, you don't have to try everything new that comes your way. Like, sure, dip your toe into something new. And, like, honestly, exercise is a very good new thing to try. My personal take on it would be, if he really does want to start getting in shape, don't go straight to the weightlifting. You need to build up to something like that. Start with something a little more casual, like start with some running. Like, if you genuinely want to, you know, get fitter, get in shape, start with some light jogging or running, something like that. And then you can like expand that, make it further and further, start doing some like long distance running or endurance running or stuff like that. And if you really want to get into weightlifting, that will help. Go straight to the hardest bench press.
Well, kinda.
No. Hang on, are we still talking about weightlifting here, or?
Well, now I'm just talking more generally, philosophically, if you will.
You never get anywhere if you don't take risks.
Well, there you have it.
That's what I've been saying! Anyway, thanks. I think I'm gonna try it. And don't worry, I'll be sure and ask Vladimir for pointers.
Hey, we'll support you no matter what. Just don't want to see you get hurt is all.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. And maybe, if I need a spotter...
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Sam Coe? Is it everything you imagined?
Honestly, I just hear your voice and I just see a completely different character, but don't worry about that. The last Coe? What about Cora?
Ain't you ever heard of sarcasm, friend? Okay, so how's it traveling with one of the great Coes? That better?
Yeah. Doesn't really matter to me that you're a Coe.
You're something else. I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Coe and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat. Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days, he'd flat out deck him.
Why do they revere Solomon so much?
There's books about him. Lots of them. Alright, a couple of high notes. He was one of the first grav jump explorers, back when they had no idea of the dangers. First solo jump out of Sol System, all him. He explored all the planets in Cheyenne and settled Akila. Plus, he formed the whole Freestar Collective with Volley. So, as you can see, the names got some serious heft.
Makes sense.
I am. And I'm not. Yeah, there was a time, well before Cora, where it really weighed on me. Felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope I can help Cora to... I don't know.
Every parent wants their child to learn from their mistakes.
Well then, Cora's gonna get a 5-star university education from me. For my father, Cora, and me, everything starts and ends with Solomon Coe. He looked out at the stars, and he dreamed a way to get there. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system, set foot on a new world. Hell, I get it. That's powerful stuff. And now... I'm just getting sappy. You're a bad influence, you know that?
You really do have the heart of an explorer.
You say the damnedest things. Well, I hope the comic book they make about our adventures is better than that rag on Solomon. The stuff they publish is just downright embarrassing.
Well, fair enough then. Okay. Well, we only got 5 minutes left for today, so there's not really much point in doing anything. Did we have a... That was the wrong button. No, we used up my skill point doing something else, didn't I? Yeah, because I wanted to buy next weapon engineering one, but something else came up. We're kind of close to level 26, but we're also very much not close to level 26. Experience in this game, I've noticed, is weird. It kind of comes in waves depending on what you're doing. Some things are definitely worth more experience than others, I've noticed. There was something I wanted to double check. Hang on. Because I was looking at something and thinking, oh, that's fun. And then... I think it was on here. I forget exactly what it was. No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't that. It was something I looked at and I thought, oh, that would be fun. That means nickel and cosmetic. I'm sure I looked at something and I thought, ooh, that would be nice to have. But I couldn't afford it and I wanted to check something. Heavy shielding would be nice. But I'd need spacesuit mods level 3 for that. I can't remember what it was I looked at and thought, ooh, that's something I need to think about. I don't know, I can't remember. I looked at something earlier and it's already just gone from my brain. Okay, well, I think that's going to have to do it for today. Because... We're more or less done here. While I could start the next big quest line, don't really think that's worth the trouble with literally 2 minutes left. So I'm going to get an hour's sleep, get the well-rested bonus. Whee! Good, well rested. Where does that get stored, by the way? Isn't there a... I know there's a way to see... Here we go, status. Yeah, well rested for 24 hours, relatively speaking. 10% experience gain. Always worth doing. Alright, so yeah, we will leave it there for today. But when we come back, next time we'll be off hunting for another artifact, maybe even another power. I may look up to see if there's like a way I can like easily go through the planets I've scanned to see if there is like a way to maybe work, you know, like to see if I've found something and can look back at it again. Because if the game is telling me that I've got 2 temples, or you know, whatever the hell they're called, but I don't know where they are, but the game is telling me that there are 2 out there, and I'm like, well, the hell am I missing here? I don't know. I will have a look, and maybe we'll go hunting for those when I get back for next time, which of course will be tomorrow. So yeah, one way or another we will continue marching forward and getting more powerful, hopefully. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye bye.